back to another segment of Michigan Conservative Roundtable. My name's TJ. I'll be going solo in this segment. Please like, share, and subscribe. And you might want to consider hitting that notification bell. There's growing concerns that at some point Facebook and some of the other platforms may deem us too conservative and could very well boot us off their platform. And so you might want to consider hitting that notification bell also. All right? In this segment, we're going to talk about a very sad and unfortunate incident that occurred March 23rd. And it was reported on locally, but as developments played out, it got more attention nationally. What had happened was there was a 13 and 15-year-old girls. They have not released their names because they're underage. They tased and attempted to carjack a man. Sounds like he might be of Mideastern ethnicity. Mohammed Anwar, 66, of Springfield, Virginia, a husband and father. He was driving for Uber Eats at the time. And there's amateur video taken by a witness. And once they had tased him, the girls were in the car, and the man was trying to stop them from stealing his vehicle. And in the process of him not wanting to give up his vehicle, he ultimately lost his life. Now, what got attention nationally was the fact that once they appeared in court to be charged, it appears that they copped a plea to a lesser assault charge, and they're not going to be charged with murder. I have some thoughts on that that I'd like to share at the end. But we're going to watch a video here, and after the video, I'll throw in some final words. So here we're going to start, and you're going to see the girls are already in the vehicle, and the owner of the vehicle is standing outside the driver's door attempting to stop them. And one thing I noticed when I watched this video was there was a crowd of people surrounding. No one chose to get involved. I think that's unfortunate. And someone might, some people might say, well, why didn't he just let them take the vehicle? And at some point, you have to stop just being a victim. I don't know if I could have let someone just drive off in my car, but in any event, we're going to start.
Close it. They're thieves.
What's going on?
Call the cops. They're trying to steal a car.
This is my car. They're trying to steal a car?
He said it's a car. Yeah, he is their car.
No, this is my car. Stop it! Oh my God, somebody just stole it.
She's stealing their car.
He's stealing the car?
Yeah, we called the cops. Call the cops. Call the cops. They stole the car. These girls stole the car.
Hey, come on.
Hey, they stole the car. They stole the car. These girls.
Go.
That's it.
Going to pause it at this time here. This is in Washington, D.C., and you can see the National Guard troops are there, and what did they really accomplish? I suppose they may have helped in apprehension of these two animals, but as far as their presence preventing this, surely that didn't happen. And there's one more thing I noticed here in a minute or second or two I'll point out.
Everybody's up. Everybody step back from the car. I'm going to need everybody to step back from the car.
Please, my phone is in there.
No.
Her phone is in the car. She's having a tantrum because her phone is in the car still.
I need you to step back from the car. Everybody, I need you to step back from the seat. Is somebody
I saw what happened.
No. I need everybody to step back. There's gas leaking.
Yeah, hey, back up.
It's hard to tell on this picture here, but it sure looks like this may have been a police officer. I had trouble reading the left shoulder patch, but this might have been a police officer here. And as you can see, I don't know, it's really hard to tell, but yeah, I can't tell if that's a police officer uniform or not. So there you have it. Just another example of our society going down the tubes. As to whether or not these two young girls should spend the rest of their life in jail, if I had my way, they would. They just, they robbed a woman of her husband. They robbed a family of their father. And as far as people saying, well, he should have just gave up his vehicle, his life wasn't worth it. At some point, you have to stop being a victim. I'm so sick and tired of this just be a victim mentality. Just give them what they want. You know, that, in some regard, that could turn into a whole nother segment. But I'll tell you what, they ought to be caged. These girls ought to be in a cage, because that's what you do to animals. You cage animals. And these are just my thoughts. Feel free to enlighten me in the comments below if you so choose. This is TJ signing off with, be safe, watch your six, and don't tread on me.